The unearthed remains of 9 Native American children who died more than a century ago while attending a government-run school in Pennsylvania are headed home to tribal lands in South Dakota. Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Breen. Stella is off this week. Starting in the 1870s, Native American boys and girls like the Lakota Sioux at the Rosebud Indian Reservation in South Dakota were shipped across the country to schools like the Carlisle Industrial School in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Founded in 1879, Carlisle Indian Industrial School was the flagship Indian boarding school in the United States. At the school, students were made to cut their hair, take European names, and assimilate to white culture. They were punished for speaking their language and adhering to their religious and spiritual beliefs. Efforts were made to westernize these children, effectively erasing their native identity. General Richard Henry Pratt, one of the founders of Carlisle, said the school's goal was to, quote, kill the Indian, save the man, end quote.
He developed a school, and these schools were structured for Indian children to go to and learn how to assimilate into American society.
From 1879 until 1918, more than 10,000 Native American children from 140 tribes attended Carlisle. Some of those children would die from poor conditions at the school, such as exposure to infectious diseases. Years after their deaths, the remains of these kids are finally finding their way home. KTIV's Emily Schrod joins us in studio tonight with more on how their remains were honored here in Siouxland. Emily?
Matt, as the remains of these children spend the night here in Sioux City before they continue their journey home, people wanted a way to honor and acknowledge them while also taking time to heal themselves. Nearly 6 years ago, youth from the Rosebud tribe visited Carlisle, discovering graves on the side of the road. After acknowledging their remains, the conversation of moving them sparked.
Carlisle took the initiative from that and worked with the tribal members and some other researchers to move towards repatriation.
Now, remains of the Rosebud Sioux tribe are making a stop in Sioux City as they make their way home.
They formulated a plan to exhume the bodies of about 100 youth, and this is the first wave. And they've identified them, and they belong to the Rosebud Sioux tribe. They were members of the Sichangu Oyate.
A prayer service and dinner was held to acknowledge their remains. Organizer Monape Lemire says they hosted the dinner not only for the people at the ceremony, but to offer up food for the spirits of the young adults, those traveling home. They also had a space to give testimony.
This is very triggering for a lot of Indian people, especially survivors of boarding schools and things. Those boarding schools went all the way up into the 70s. You know, so we still have relatives that are alive that suffered at these boarding schools. And so we're looking at intergenerational trauma.
Working on trying to heal and move forward.
We've been waiting for this for too long. There's family members that have been waiting for the remains of these kids to come home for 142 years. So maybe this is the start of some healing for not just the Sichangu Oyate, but our relationships between non-native entities and ourselves. And we're developing relationships with people in Sioux City. And I think this contributes to our own healing as well.
Lemire adds there will be a prayer service in the morning, wishing them well before they depart from the Tyson Event Center tomorrow morning. Matt?
Emily, thank you. The boarding school system is not unique to the United States. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau toured unmarked graves during a visit to the Cowessess First Nation in Saskatchewan last week.
We're wrapping them both up. In moments like these, to fully comprehend the decisions of the past that led to these tragedies and atrocities. But it is necessary to absorb them and understand them to be able to move forward.
Cowessess is a site of a former residential school where last month ground-penetrating radar detected as many as 751 unmarked graves.